Hey guys, and welcome to some more Star Citizen. I'm here today with PTU build 2.1 of Star Citizen Alpha. I got invited to the test, and there's no NDA that I could see, so I thought I'd show you just a few of the bits and bobs that are available, because I don't have too much time on this weekend. I've got to get the news up, and I've got to get the weekly review up, and I thought I'd just show you a brief of what we're getting in 2.1, or at least what we're testing. There are a few bugs, as you can see, but also the sound was a bit bugged, so I turned that off now. This is the Freelancer Base, which is now hangar ready and flyable. This is the new assets. Let's have a quick little look around. Obviously that was the cockpits. We've got the bunk beds here, which I also believe are escape pods. This interior is really beautifully detailed. Can I use these stairs or this? No. Is that just a? That's just an airlock. I don't know what that's doing there, other than airlocking. Just it feels like I should be able to use that. Obviously, that will be available at some point as like an emergency escape or entry. So this is like the docking ring. So this is a cargo section of the ship, but also where other ships would dock with, or I'd dock with another ship. It seems a bit odd that there's just a strip of cargo. Someone brought that up on one of my other videos and was saying, well, that's really underutilized the space. But as long as it keeps to the spirit of its space on this ship, as long as there's enough cargo space and it's relative to the other ships, I'm pretty happy. And the interior of this ship is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, loads of missiles here as well. So I don't know that they're just able to reduce the polys on these ships and make the assets look more and more just beautiful. I'm not entirely sure what guns those are. I know they're bearing. It's quite early in the morning for me. Right, so the holo table's changed a little bit. I've got the Sabre here. We'll have a look at the Sabre properly in the hangar in a second. But the new layout of the holo table is actually pretty slick. Say layout, it's just better labelled. It's what I wanted. They're going to keep on doing improvements to the holo table so it's not so abrasive. But yeah, that's another feature of 2.1. Right, let's have a look at the Sabre. Now, the Sabre wasn't exactly what I expected. I expected it to be a bit more sleek. It's quite large ship. I mean, I saw the stats. I knew it was a little bit larger than some of the other fighters. But at this stage, I did expect it to be more sleek. Now, it's a bit bigger than I expected, but it's got a lot of firepower there. I was messing around with some of its weapons. I was trying to get some another 2 size 3s on its like front near its nose. But at the moment, it can only take gimbaled size 2s on there, and then 2 fixed size 3s on the sides. And the ship is very beautiful. I just, for some reason, I thought it was going to be sleeker. It's quite a chunky ship, and I'm not unhappy about that. It is Aegis Dynamics rather than something like Anvil or whatever, so I was expecting something less chunky. That was all. But I think it's a beautiful ship. It's very stealth bomber, and it's supposed to be a stealth fighter, so they've definitely got that down. So the Freelancer is flight ready for 2.1. There are some bugs and some problems with it. Unfortunately, I can only fire once with my main weapon set, which does obliterate whatever I'm shooting at, but then it bugs out with both audio and being unable to fire again. There's a massive complement of missiles on the Freelancer, and the ship is very responsive, surprisingly responsive, and it gives a different view. You've got a very sort of like horizontal view. I found myself playing a lot of it in third person because of that just proper strip horizon view. It really restricts your view in the base Freelancer. But yeah, the ship feels pretty good, to be honest. And I really like the look of it. We'll have another look around of it in space in a second. But I'm just going to chase around some Vandal. We'll have a look at the outside here. Got that rear turret. Looks pretty cool. Right, let's get out of my chair. Oh, 1 second. A little bit glitchy. That's because I'm in third person. Right, so we're not moving too far. I'm not going to hit the border. let's get out and let's have a bit of a jump around, and let's see the final thing, the final major thing in 2.1. There's lots of other fixes and things. You can see the performance is amazing. But let's have a look at the physicalized EVA. So there's going to be a lot better ragdolls and animations. Your character's going to fly around more like, well, more realistically in space, I suppose. Let's have a bit of a move around. So I like the way the camera kind of changes, or at least it moves the character around in third person. It does feel a lot better already, just the general floatiness of it, rather than... I don't feel like I'm standing in space anymore. I feel like I'm more in water, which is a lot cooler. You occasionally get to see parts of your body when you're in first person as well. Yes, you see your hands occasionally and stuff like that. And that sort of stuff really adds to immersion, I find. But the physicalized EVA is pretty cool. In fact, it's all pretty cool. It is the first iteration of the 2.1 PTU. But I haven't had many crashes. I haven't had any crashes, in fact, yet. I'm sure there's lots of crashes in Port Olisar, because the PTU hardware that they use for servers seems to be a lot worse than the live servers. So there are issues with that as well. But I'm pretty impressed. I think it's pretty cool. I'll try and get some more videos up over the weekend. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. It really does help me. And I will see you in the verse.